goes.
All right. Okay.
And it is hard out here, but we are men, so we have to go harder. I'm not saying or trying to speak down to you, my brother, by any means necessary. I'm not. But I want you to be reminded of something that our fathers didn't teach us, that we must go hard and that we shouldn't get into a relationship with a woman until we have direction.
But who are you to say that?
A person that cares, a person that loves you, a person that's been in your shoes and understands how it feels when we can't give our family what they truly deserve. We have to go hard. Now,
All right. So what do you feel about the comment that he made as far as you shouldn't get into a relationship unless you don't, I think he said, if you don't have any direction. Because, and I feel like just because you don't have your finances totally straight or you're not where you want to be financially doesn't mean you don't have direction.
Yeah, you could be on a come up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Your bread don't have to be right in order for you to have direction. You may know, you may have a plan, you might have a, to get to the top, but you're not there yet, right?
Your wallet isn't always going to match your ambition at first. Hopefully by the end of the race it catches up, but at first it's not gonna, it's not really gonna equal out to the same amount thing. But what I'm saying is, I don't agree with him as far as you shouldn't date, but I do feel like you shouldn't have kids. I had kids early. I had a child early before I had direction, and it was a little rocky for me at first. But I feel like ultimately, me deciding that I wanted to rise up to that challenge of providing for my daughter kind of woke me up a little earlier, and that kind of gave me direction. So it could be a good thing or a bad thing, but I kind of, if I was to give somebody advice, I would say wait till you have firm footing before you bring children into the world. But as far as dating, having a girlfriend and all that, yeah, you should definitely be entertaining women while you're on your come up.
Yeah, and what dude is not saying, first of all, when I listen to him, it's like he seemed like he collected a bunch of quotables and kind of just put them all together and just running them off of like some motivational simp type of pandering to women type of content, and he's just running it all off, right? But
what if he really feels like that? Is it simping or pandering if he really feels like that? What if he really feels like that?
I don't know. When I listen to
that
him,
word goes around a lot.
It.
Like in this space, there's a lot. As soon as a man sides with women or a man is sympathetic to women, he kind of deemed a simp.
Because I believe a lot of the stuff that these dudes say is unrealistic. It's unrealistic because if any dude, right, that is in a relationship, that is in a marriage at this point in their life, they know that they wanted to do better when they got that woman, right? It's hard for, and I'm speaking generally. I'm not speaking like
you're not speaking for everybody.
There's not exceptions to the rule, right?
Right.
But a lot of men, they are highly motivated usually by the prospects of a woman or the prospects of having a family or something like that.
The prospects of having sex.
Not necessarily sex, right?
I feel like most men are motivated by sex at first.
No. All right. So you telling me a guy's gonna be like, yo, I want to go and work 60 hours a week to have sex with this girl? No, not really. No,
a guy's gonna work 60 hours a week to have the resources to take multiple women out on dates and have sex with multiple women.
Men don't do that. They don't do that. Especially like, yo, you telling me You know dudes that work overtime and everything say, I want to do that to take chicks out on dates. Nah, they don't do that.
Well, they do that to drive a nice car, to have the clothes, to smell good, to have all the accessories, to take women out on dates and to clothes. Yeah,
They do, yeah, they're doing
I
that.
mean that's
They're
what men are.
doing that.
Yeah,
They're doing that. Some men are doing that for themselves, right? They're doing that for themselves, right? And a lot of times dudes are not gonna go over the top. When I say like, yo, overtime, extra hours, working multiple jobs, just to be like, yo, I live by myself, and just to buy myself clothes and buy myself stuff. A lot of men don't do that. When men start to do shit like that, it's because they have those type of responsibilities. They have
so you feel like men are
to take care
motivated.
of.
Most men are motivated by the like men who've done great things, and men with means are motivated by their families and not by their own success.
Majority are,
And
yes.
and what
And
that come nah come on.
All right. I'm not. First of all, I'm not talking about exceptions to the rule. I'm not talking about some uber rich guy or something like that, or some tech startup guy or something like that. I'm talking about your regular, middle of the road working class guy, right? That works, he's not making millions of dollars. He makes a good, decent income. When he does that overtime and all that shit like that, it's usually because he has a family or he has responsibilities. It's
Nah,
not.
but there's plenty of single guys that's out there working those extra hours to make his Benz payment, to get that Cuban out the jeweler, to put some money down on the rollie, to go on vacation, to do their own thing. Like not every man is motivated solely by providing for their family. There's a lot of single dudes who make dollars, who make good money because they just want to live a good life, and they know if I look the part, I will close better with women.
I hear what you're saying, but we are human beings, and we're creatures. We're creatures that of habit, right? If
Yeah,
I know that I could take care of myself, right, and I could be okay and good and live a good life, working my regular 40 hours a week, niggas is not taking overtime like that. They not.
apathy.
And
I don't
I'm
know.
not saying I'm not. And again, I'm not talking about everybody, right? I'm talking
Yeah,
about your regular guy. Now,
mm.
if I'm a regular dude, it's just me, myself, and I. I don't have to do no overtime, and I could still have my spot. I could have my decent car. I could have my clothes. I'm not working overtime. I don't have to. I don't have to, right? But if I do have a family, or I have some extra motivation, whether it be a woman, some kids, or whatever, that's usually the motivating factor for a lot of
I've
men.
seen both sides, Ron. I've seen both sides, and I've seen
All right, no,
people who've been
okay.
single and
So
was getting it
you
and went
say
into the
it's
family.
50-50, and you believe it's 50-50.
I feel like
Like
men who are
single dudes
motivated. I
working
feel
their
like
ass off, right? For themselves, and just as much as married dudes with kids work their ass off.
men who are motivated are men who are motivated. I don't think they are motivated because of. I think certain men just want more for themselves. Either they have a family or they don't. If they don't have a family, then it's more for them to spend on themselves. But if they have a family, so what do you do with the bum ass niggas with the families? Because there's plenty of
You're
men not
see
motivated
this
with
this
with
this is not
families.
this is what I'm trying to say. This is
But
another thing I'm trying to say. Like, take it a step further. You believe it's man motivated men. I don't think it's that many motivated men. I think a
all
lot
right,
of dudes are regular.
even if we're dealing with 100 motivated men, I feel like it's gonna be 40, 60 either way.
I don't think it's that many motivated men, bro. I think most
No, 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 no,
men.
no. Okay,
Oh,
fine, fine.
let me be clear about my point, right?
Go ahead, go ahead.
I think that most men are not motivated. Most people are not motivated. They become motivated when they have a reason to be motivated, whether it's like, yo, I got to provide for this family. I got
Fine,
kids now, right?
fine.
But before, a lot of dudes, before they have that kid, before they have that wife, their motivation is super low.
Okay.
They do the bare minimum. I think
So
most
let's just
people.
take the motivated men and put them to the unmotivated men and put them to the side for a minute. Now we're dealing with 100 motivated men. How many men out of that 100 motivated men do you think have a wife and family?
I would say 75%. Because again, we are human beings, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And when I say we're human beings, I'm not going to do something that I do not have to. Most people are not going to do something they don't have to. If I could take care of myself and be good, why am I going to work extra?
That's the bare minimum.